Yo, what's up guys? Yeah, pokeaim here with some Pokemon Sword and Shield news about GMAX Toxtricity. GMAX Toxtricity has been officially revealed and we'll be able to get it February 7th until March 9th from Max Raid Battles. So all you gotta do is, update that thing in your game. But I gotta talk a little bit about this Pokemon in terms of viability and what it means and what it looks like. So I'm gonna talk about the pros and the cons. The first pro, probably the most important thing, this thing looks cool as hell. Okay, Toxtricity is fire. It's literally using an electric guitar to attack. And no, you guys are not understanding what I'm saying. It's not using an electric guitar. It's using a guitar made out of electricity to attack, and it is so cool. Look at it. Look at it. Okay, let me pause that. There you go. Claim me, Pokemon. That's completely fine. But yeah, it uses that to attack with its signature move, which is GMAX Stun Shock. And what GMAX Stun Shock is or does, it's an electric type attack that either toxics or paralyzes the opponent, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's toxic over regular poison and paralyzes the opponent. And I believe it is a 50% chance to do so. Now, there are a few downsides to Toxtricity, and same thing when using Dynamax Toxtricity as well. The big one is that Toxtricity is a Pokemon that functions based on its sound-based moves due to its Punk Rock ability, giving it 1.3 times boosts on its sound-based attacks. However, when you Dynamax and or Gigantamax now that you can use GMAX Toxtricity, you don't receive those boosts, right? You also don't receive choice boosts either. So basically, to simplify even more, a Choice Specs Toxtricity using Boom Burst or Overdrive will be stronger than a Gmax Toxtricity using its Max Stun Surge, mainly because it's receiving the Choice Boost, Stun Shock, excuse me. It's receiving the Choice Boost and it's receiving the Punk Rock boost. So obviously, that's a pretty big thing, of course, depending on where you're actually using the Pokemon as well, depending if Gigantamax or Dynamax is allowed in your form of play. I'm talking about whether you're playing VGC, Battle Spot singles, Smogon singles, or Draft League, depending on that. But of course, the biggest plus of this Pokemon is that it is one of the coolest looking Gigantamax Pokemon, in my opinion, right? And the way it attacks and it plays, of course, the strings on its body, and then, which it already did when it Dynamax anyway, but now it actually uses a literal electric guitar when it attacks. I think it's so cool, and it brings it down too, which is amazing. But in terms of VGC, honestly, I think it'd be a little bit better if it was regular poison versus toxic, as well as paralysis, or at least it was guaranteed paralysis. I don't know, it's tough to say because obviously depending on what's in front of you, paralyzing them can be amazing, right? Because speed control is everything in Pokemon, especially in VGC. Those who move first, at least in that type of meta game, where I believe it's more offensively based inclined, just based on what I've seen, of course, with Dynamax moves and everything, those who move first can win the game, right? And that's why people have Tailwind, people have Trick Room, and things like that to, ensure that they move first, right? Or at least get to have an attack. That's also why they have things like Follow Me. That way you'll attack the partner, and that my Pokemon that might not necessarily move first, but can get off an attack to damage you, will be able to attack, right? So in that case, I feel like Gmax Butterfree is better, mainly because not only can it paralyze or poison the opponent, but it can also sleep the opponent as well, right? And just all of those. Not on top of that, it has access to Rage Powder, and it has the Pollen Puff as well, which is good as an attack, but also can heal your teammate on top of that. And the big thing is too that again, like it's still receiving stab, and of course Toxtricity is still receiving stab too, but Toxtricity also loses out on electric terrain, so it can't have max lightning anymore, so it doesn't even boost its electric type attacks. And again, like that, poison and paralysis isn't the greatest. Like I said, I think that regular poison would be better than toxic poison. And I heard that it's toxic poison, not regular poison. So correct me if I'm wrong, and then what I'm about to say you can completely write off. But the reason I think that regular poison is better than toxic or badly poison in VGC is because games are a lot quicker, and just getting that 12% off every single turn on your opponent can rack up a lot quicker than the 6%, then 12, then going up in that, right? it takes a few turns for it to actually be more than regular poison. And this is very important, especially in a metagame where Dynamax is allowed, basically allowing you to either overpower your opponent for 3 turns or at least severely weaken them. So I think that that regular poison is a little bit better. But all in all, this is going to be a short video anyway because there's not much that I can say. But all in all, the biggest buff is just going to be that it looks cool. That's not even a buff. Like, the biggest plus is going to be that it looks cool, and that if you want to add it to your arsenal or whatever. GMAX Toxtricity, I'll definitely use it if it's allowed on Battle Spot in a 3v3, just because, hell yeah, I'm going to use it, right? It looks sick. I'm like, you show me a dragon, I love it. My favorite Pokemon of this generation is Dragapult. It's a dragon with the jets on its head, whatever. And then you have this thing, hell yeah. But overall, I think it'd be cool, but it's not better at all than Toxtricity, like at all. Toxtricity is stronger, but this thing looks better, and that's the premise of, that's the gist of this video. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts. You guys can pick it up February 7th till March 9th, and hopefully we'll be able to use it on Showdown, but it's banned on Showdown, so maybe I'll be able to use it in my Battle Spot. Maybe I don't know how the VGC rules work specifically with that. One other thing though, speaking of VGC. There's a competition that has been announced, the 2020 International Challenge, which will run from February, registration is open from February 19th to February 27th, and the battles will run from February 28th to March 1st. And all players get a special casual tee. The Pokeball guy, what, can't they give us a Flame Orb instead, please? Players on the Play Pokemon circuit can earn up to 50 CP towards their World's Invite. Players wanting to earn CP need to connect their Nintendo account to their Pokemon Trainer account on the official site. So, of course, if you are making a Worlds run this year or trying to get to Worlds, this is a good chance for you to earn some CP without paying money to fly, without paying money to enter an event. Just do it from the comfort of your own home. So, if you guys want to be able to do that, obviously there'll be more information on that, but registration is open from February 19th until there. Download rules are also now available for this competition. Awesome. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Wait, did I just see Pokemon Snap? Hold up. I thought I just saw Pokemon Snap out of the corner of my eye. Nah, I didn't. That's fine. That's fine. I thought we saw Pokemon Snap. But yeah, also, this video is not going to go that long, not much longer. But also, hopefully on Pokemon Day, they say we'll be having another Pokemon that will be revealed as well, like our new mythical, which I think is pretty cool that they haven't. I would love if Pokemon Sword and Shield just every few months just keeps putting in new Pokemon that we haven't seen before. Like I truly believe that with the DLC as well that we're getting in June as well as in November, there'll be of course new Pokemon alongside those, because obviously we already have that confirmed with Slowking and the Galarian birds. But yeah, anyway, let me know your thoughts on GMAX Toxtricity. I'm sure we're all going to be like, it look cool. And that's about it. That's the plus of it. I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye, my friends.